My name is Matty Ice, and I am the next Reality of Wrestling heavyweight champion. You know it, I know it. Hell, all of Texas knows it, and soon to be the entire world. Some of you like what I'm saying right now, and a lot of you don't. I could give an infernal hell if you like what I'm saying right now, because you people are living on Stone Island. Let me tell you something about Stone Island. It's too small, and it is going to crumble under the heat that Matty Ice brings.
It's supposed to be done. We're supposed to be finished. Me and Matty Ice handled stuff. Y'all handled it wrong. But we're past that. So this is what happens. We go on to bigger, better things. But once again, Booker's gotta pull the strings. Once again, Booker's gotta control everything at Raw. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is no longer a wrestling match. This is no longer just Reality of Wrestling. This is Stone Island, and on Stone Island, Matty Ice is gonna get hurt. Matty Ice is gonna get broken. We finish this tonight. I'm done playing games.
Contenders match for the Reality of Wrestling tag team titles at the Summer of Champions after being named the #1 contenders with Will Allday and Cam Cole. We saw that they were brutally laid out by, we think we know who, but there's been no confirmation of that, and they are out of commission. They are not medically cleared to compete at Summer of Champions.
It's honestly a shame because Cam and Allday have been doing an amazing job together as a tag team, but now, the show must go on, Brad.
The show must go on, and 2 weeks from now, we will be at the Summer of Champions live at the Humble Civic Center. The match card that we expect is going to be incredible.
From Orlando, Florida, accompanied to the ring by DJ Holiday, the female lead on deck,
Well, there is Malik Eli and Nick Holiday, Culture Inc., former Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We've seen them in recent weeks have run into battles with the Heat. And right now, they have an opportunity to perform at the Summer of Champions.
Looks like Nick Holiday is celebrating early.
That's top little $100 bills, ladies and gentlemen. If they were bigger, I would think they were real. But we gotta take a brief commercial break, and when we come back, we will have the beginning of this match to determine new #1 contenders for the tag team titles.
You don't got no rounds in order to take a knee. Gotta watch my spot and move again. I live in the wings. Hey, I want the belt, I'm winning the belt. I'm doing whatever it takes.
We all know that an accident takes only seconds, but the injuries can last a lifetime. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, a truck wreck, or a motorcycle accident, give me a call. You'll be glad you did. And why would you call anyone else?
It is all about the culture here at the Reality of Wrestling. As we are just moments away from getting started with this #1 contenders match. Brittany, you haven't stopped dancing during the whole commercial break.
I haven't. They get me hyped. I'm so excited.
I mean, honestly, whenever these three are here in the World Gym Arena, I completely agree. Eli Knight and Malik Bow City, former tag team champions. Now La Familia, same thing. Jonathan Vega and Aiden Cristiano are also former tag team champions. But now only one can move on to the Summer of Champions and challenge for those titles against the Heat. As we're about to get things rolling here inside the World Gym Arena this week, as we're just 2 weeks away from the Summer of Champions, Brittany.
I'm so excited. It'll be my first Summer of Champions, and I couldn't think of any better way than dealing with this right here. I mean, Culture Inc., La Familia, either one of these teams going against the Heat for the championships would be perfect, but I know Culture Inc. has a little bit more on the line as they've had some history with the Heat as of late.
I've got to agree with you there, as we see the World Gym Arena is already on its feet for this matchup. Jonathan Vega trying to swing wildly at Malik, but now Malik able to counter back with some punches in the corner. You know, you got to think about the history of the tag team championships here. Oh my God! In the reality of wrestling, as Malik Bow City showing that that Eli Knight is not the only one that can fly for this team. Oh!
That was a beautiful blind tag there as well.
This tandem is as exciting as it gets here in the reality of wrestling. As I was mentioning before, Brittany, the history of those tag team championships goes on and on. The list of people that have earned those championships is quite the list if you really look at it, as now Aiden Cristiano is the legal man for La Familia.
Oh! And Aiden so aggressive there.
Now you say aggressive, but I'm gonna call it calculated, Brittany. Aiden Cristiano, if you were to describe his style, I would say he's a chameleon in that ring. No matter what you bring, you wanna fly, he can fly with you. You wanna brawl, he can brawl with you. And that is why he's a former reality of wrestling champion in his own right.
Indeed true. And
into the cover here, shoulders are down, 2 count.
La Familia already, one of them, Diego De La Cruz, being in the ladder match for the TV championship. It would be perfect for them, for La Familia, to have more potential gold around their waist coming into Summer of Champions.
Malik getting the tag there. Now, we talked about the Heat the last 2 weeks. They said that they're going to complete the prophecy, complete the trifecta, and Matty Ice will try and make that happen later on tonight. But La Familia could do the same. They could win the Tag Team Gold and Television Championship at the Summer of Champions if they win here tonight. Now Malik here going for a suplex to the outside, very dangerous spot.
Oh.
Aiden Cristiano gets caught, however.
Not only caught up in the apron right there. And
now look, Jonathan Vega gesturing to the referee, Valen Brown, but now that gives the opening for Aiden Cristiano to drive the lower back of Malik into the apron. And that is the opening that La Familia needed, as now Jonathan Vega goes into the cover. 1, 2, but a kick out from Malik. Another cover here, but a quick kick out from Malik. That number 1 contendership means everything to both of these teams, Brittany.
it really does. And I can guarantee you the Heat is watching closely, getting themselves prepared for whoever gets this contendership. I mean, careers are made at Summer of Champions.
Absolutely. Oh, beautiful tandem offense here as now Aiden Cristiano goes into the cover. But look at that, Eli Knight managing to pull off the Madman from Madrid from that cover.
Oh my
goodness. That just seems to have angered him. It's now Aiden Cristiano grabbing a hold of Malik here in the center of the ring, sending him into that friendly corner, now just driving those shoulders into the midsection, attack to Jonathan Vega. La Familia, ever since they got that opening, they have not stepped off of the gas. Eli is just raring to get into the ring, but just being kept away.
Oh, and here's that flying you were talking about, Kirby.
Oh, look at that. And that's what Culture Inc. wants to do.
Cover your 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
Aiden Cristiano's gonna match them.
Oh, man.
they are fully behind Culture Inc. Big cross body there. Into the cover.
Cover 1, 2, Malik. Almost made something happen for himself. Jonathan Vega being talked to from our referee. And now there's the tag to Eli Knight.
Oh, but
wait a minute, referee didn't see it.
But, oh, poor Culture Inc.
Tough break there for Culture Inc. As Malik is going to be continuing to be the item of desire for La Familia. But look at this, Malik created another opening for himself.
Can he get there? Can he make it there? Can he make it there?
Oh.
No! Aiden Cristiano pulls him down. Cover here. 1, 2. Will La Familia beat? No, almost. Some words being had on the outside from Aiden Cristiano and Nick Holiday. But Jonathan Vega was a split second away from becoming the #1 contenders for the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships. The winner of this match will face the Heat at Summer of Champions. Again, that match originally scheduled to be the Heat and Will Allday and Cam Cole.
Malik with another opportunity to get the tag here,
And there's
Brad.
the tag. Both men tagged in. Eli Knight. Boom, look at that. Oh my gosh. Eli Knight really is something special, man. He is something special to watch.
Definitely is like a bullet out of a gun.
Look at that. His own inertia causing him some problems. Big clothesline.
It's no simple feat taking Aiden Cristiano down, especially with a clothesline.
Definitely not. It could have all just been adrenaline, and we know what an adrenaline dump looks like, as right now Eli could be feeling the effects of it. Oh, but look at this!
Oh my gosh! Eli feeding off this crowd, jumps to his feet.
Beautiful kick up.
The World Gym Arena strongly behind Culture Inc.
Now Eli up from the top. This is where he's most comfortable.
Oh my gosh! He almost touched the ceiling.
Row Nation on their feet.
I mean, he is incredible. Up to the top. What's gonna happen? And a frog splash! Cover! 1, 2, no! Jonathan Vega breaks the count.
Eli now catches Jonathan Vega inside the ring. That's how much this #1 contendership means to both of these teams, as Eli gets caught by La Familia.
Oh no!
Oh man! That's gotta be all. 1, 2, and no! Malik able to break it up literally at the last opportunity.
By mere centimeters, he was able to get there in time.
Nick Holiday on the outside, try to get his boys motivated. Irish whip reversal. Aiden Cristiano puts him up and over. Malik landing on 2 feet. Enziguri into the dome. And now, up on the shoulders is Aiden Cristiano. Eli Knight holding him up. Malik for the culture. Can Malik? Can he get to the cover? Can he get to the cover? Oh, wait a minute. That's Q. And that's Gaspar. The Heat. The Heat have put an end to this match. This is just ridiculous.
But
how much is this going to be allowed to stand? The Heat.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Here comes the Lord J. Zadzilla. It's chaos. It's chaos. It's chaos.
But Brad, we still don't have #1 contenders.
Well, that's going to be left in the hands of Charmel and her liaison, Abel Andrew Jackson. hand in what happened to Will and Cam, and now they're ensuring there's no #1 contender, but Fly Def and Culture Inc. stand tall. What does this mean for the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships at the Summer of Champions? We are going to find out. We still have no idea who that #1 contender is going to be, but that decision has to be made because the championships have to be defended at Summer of Champions. We'll be right back with more Reality of Wrestling right after this.
Money get me high, I don't need no drugs, but tell me what you need, I show you where the plug is. I show the whip real like a cater, trap 100 where I put a label. Was sorry when I was a waiter, still don't owe you not even a favor, still don't owe you not even a dollar.
Did you do it? Did you get the job done? Do you have something for me?
Yeah, I got it done. You got something for me?
Yes, I do. You got something for me? Oh!
You know, being a morning star, living on the spotlight, is getting harder and harder. More women, more money, more pressure. But at the end of the day, no matter what, I always make the show.
They know what I'm about, but I'm about respect.
Darley Dissimon. We've seen him in the Last Stand Rumble. Actually came in at number 22. I can't remember who was number 21. However, what do we know about Darley?
Darley graces us with his presence from the Northeast, from New England. Oh, that's unfortunate. And now he is here. He calls himself the superstar. And honestly, quite frankly, I have seen some of his athletic feats while he's in training. And I think that he's going to have a tough test here against Erik Lockhart.
Erik Lockhart, at one point #1 contender for the Reality Wrestling Television Championship, had some words with Sharmell and Abel Andrew Jackson after making this a multi-man ladder match, but he said no matter how many people are in that match at Summer of Champions, I will walk out the new TV champ. And Erik Lockhart taking on Darley here in somewhat of a, I don't want to call it a tune-up match, but you know, you want to stay sharp ahead of a big match, especially like a big ladder match where there's multiple competitors at once. And Erik Lockhart is someone who takes his craft oh so seriously and wants to keep sharp.
Well, it's true, but also matches in between giant matches can also be dangerous. I mean, any match can result in an injury, so Erik Lockhart has to make sure, like you said, staying sharp, but also staying safe.
Oh, wait, hold on now. Darley, after a sign of respect there from the early goings, Darley was getting ready, and it looks like he tweaked his... Oh, wait a minute! Oh, come on. It looked like this was going to be a show of respect between these two, but Darley getting the unfair advantage.
Well, when you're in there against somebody like Erik Lockhart, you got to find an opening for yourself, and Darley knows exactly what Erik Lockhart is made of. He's seen all of the tape.
Erik Lockhart, beautiful drop kick like only he can do. Cover, one, and a kick out. Since Erik Lockhart made his return here to Reality of Wrestling, he has had a goal, and that is to win singles championship here at Reality of Wrestling, the former Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champion. Were they the inaugural Tag Team Champions, the brothers Lockhart?
I want to say no.
Well, you are the historian.
And now look at this cover here, Erik Lockhart.
Aren't you supposed to know?
I was waiting for him to give you an affirmative yes or no.
I think no. Darley trying to bring the ruckus, as it were, as they do in the Northeast, to the New Richmond, Wisconsin native.
Oh,
man.
Lockhart showing that Southern hospitality there.
Cover.
Oh, but look at that. Darley knew exactly where he was in the ring, able to put his foot on the rope and gets a rope break. Doesn't have to expend any energy to kick out. Very, very smart by Darley. But now, look at this. He's asking for a timeout.
So the brothers Lockhart, just for the record, won the Tag Team Championships from Team International on February the 15th of 2014.
So I get to keep my moniker another week.
No. Big cross body there. And Darley, look at the power of him.
But now the one thing that Erik Lockhart has not captured, as I mentioned earlier, is singles gold. That is something that he definitely wants to happen. And he's tried time and time again with the TV Championship, the Texas Gold. Maybe now is the time. As look at this, Darley going into the cover, but a kick out by Erik Lockhart. Darley in control of this matchup so far.
Oh, goodness, right to the face of Lockhart. And you got to think also, if Lockhart loses this, does this really get into his head on his ability to come out as TV champion in Summer Champions?
I'm going to say no on that one, Brittany, because I've seen Erik Lockhart come back from adversity and still be able to capture victories. So the only thing that he is going to carry into Summer of Champions is going to be maybe a little bit more extra pain.
Well, hey, you know what? Hopefully he has time to rest up and relax before that big ladder match. And Darley, though, is, you're right, Kirby, trying to make sure that he brings the ruckus cover. 1, 2, and no.
Darley Desimo in full control of this matchup right now. And it's amazing what he has been able to do to neutralize anything that Erik Lockhart has been able to put together. Is now Darley with a scoop slam to Erik. And a splash in the center.
1, 2.
Double D almost having it there.
Double D has a handful with Erik Lockhart.
Look, he has that luscious hair.
Erik Lockhart trying to draw from the energy of the Row Nation.
We have a massive main event coming up next. Edge Stone defends the Reality Wrestling Championship against Matty Ice in their rematch. Oh, will the prophecy of Booker T come true, or will Edge Stone remain the ruler of Stone Island? We're gonna find out. Still do not know who the #1 contender for the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships are going to be. Trying to get some clarification on that as Erik Lockhart has him by the waist. Oh! And look at that! Reverse neck breaker from Erik Lockhart.
Now, I talked about it earlier here, Brittany. Erik Lockhart knows how to come back from adversity, and he's showing us that right now as he is just going to send him over with a butterfly suplex.
Butterfly suplex, that is a patented maneuver from the 𝐸𝐞𝐞𝐝 School of Wrestling, where Erik Lockhart trained with his brother Andrew.
Oh my. Double D thinking that he had him there, but again.
Oh! Cover. 1.
That's gonna be
2, 3. Erik Lockhart handled Double D with ease.
Here is your winner,
Erik Lockhart connecting with that pay dirt, paying homage to one of his trainers as well here in Houston, in Shelton Benjamin. And maybe that is the type of energy and the type of momentum that Erik Lockhart can bring into the Summer of Champions in 2 weeks and capture TV gold for the very first time.
We will find out if Erik Lockhart can climb all the way to the TV title. Still to come here on The Reality of Wrestling. We have the main event of the evening for the Reality of Wrestling Championship. Don't go anywhere. More Reality of Wrestling after this.
Byline Surveying, over 100 years of combined land surveying experience in the state of Texas. The one call to make for your land development, construction layout, platting, and commercial land surveying needs. We use the latest in GPS surveying technology and office software. Our corporate office is located in East Texas, but our field crews serve all of North, East, and Central Texas. Not sure where to start? We're always here to help. Visit bylinesurveying.com or call 903-473-5150.
Welcome back to the Reality Wrestling. Brad Gilmore alongside Brittany Howland and Kirby Carry-On. We've already seen a lot of crazy things go down tonight, including what happened in that #1 contenders match for the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
The brawl, and now we don't even know who the #1 contenders are. We still have to figure that out before Summer of Champions.
Yeah, Summer of Champions just a couple weeks away. We have to find out exactly who's going to be the #1 contender and who will be the champion walking into the Summer of Champions. Our main event, Edge Stone taking on Matty Ice.
I'm really excited for this, and I love rematches because everybody always comes in with a new game plan. Tonight could be the night that the prophecy finally becomes true and Matty Ice walks away with the Road Championship, but not if Edge Stone has something to say about it.
Well, we're going to find out who will walk out tonight as the Reality Wrestling Championship as Reality Wrestling rolls on. Don't go anywhere. Let's go!
Take your best shot.
It is main event time here at the Reality of Wrestling. We found out about this match 2 weeks ago when Booker T said that he spoke with his wife and they agreed that a Reality Wrestling Championship match should not just end on Nation. So the rematch has been made. The Heat, meaning Thomas Braxton, Q, and Gaspar have all been banned from ringside. Edge Stone looks to put Booker T and Matty Ice well in his rearview mirror, and he has that opportunity to walk into Summer of Champions as just that, the Reality of Wrestling champion. And there he is, the man who won the Last Stand Rumble, Matty Ice. You can say a lot about Matty Ice. You can say a lot about how he found himself in the position that he is now. But one thing you have to admit is he is a damn good professional wrestler, and he outlasted 29 other men to win that Last Stand Rumble and earn that shot against Edge Stone for the Reality Wrestling Championship. Part 1 ended in a disqualification after we saw Gaspar Hernandez make his presence felt. And now, this is the rematch. And might I say, Kirby Carry On, one of the more anticipated rematches in recent memory.
The first match was a barn burner until the disqualification, and then we heard it from Booker himself just a few weeks ago.
This is a prophecy. The first 2 parts have already been completed. The Heat and Promise Braxton have defended their championships, and now the last part is that right there that Booker is pointing at, the Reality of Wrestling Championship. He said that it is coming to the Heat, and we are just moments away from finding out if that does come true.
Booker T all smiles, already feeling it. Like you said, it's a Nostradamus in his way of prophesizing that Matty Ice will walk out of here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Reality of Wrestling Championship. Introducing first, he is the challenger, accompanied to the ring by 2-time WWE Hall of Famer Booker T. From Rosemont, Illinois, representing the Heat, this is Matty Ice.
Ice in his veins, Matty Ice, the challenger.
And his opponent from Stone Island, he is the reigning, defending Reality of Wrestling Champion, the stone that does not crumble, Edge Stone.
Introductions have been made by Chris Russo, and the championship is now on the line. It is a big fight feel and atmosphere here in the World Gym Arena. Whoever wins this match will walk into Summer of Champions as the Reality of Wrestling Champion. We're waiting for the opening bell. And there it is. We are officially underway.
Could definitely cut the tension with the knife here. Oh!
You have to wonder what the strategy of both men are going to be, because we've seen now an encounter between the two of them previously. They got a feel for one another. They understand how one another operate. You know Booker T has made Matty Ice sit through some tape sessions, some video sessions, looking at it, figuring out what the weaknesses are of Stone Island.
And look at this right here. Matty Ice already taking Stone off of his game, using the rope breaks to his advantage. But Stone, he does not crumble, and he's showing it right here.
Matty Ice being a...
Oh, look at that. Big kick to the back.
Hung up on the ropes there.
Matty Ice is now got him in a fall away position. Some left elbows to the dome of Edge Stone from Matty Ice. Looking for a big right hand, and Edge Stone counters with a right uppercut. Oh, and there's a European style.
Now, I mentioned this during their last match, but now that we are getting part 2, it's going to be very interesting to see if either man has learned how to counter the other's power game in order to get an advantage, and it looks like Stone got the first laugh here so far.
Edge Stone's face has been all business. He is as serious as it can possibly be. He's ready to put this chapter of his championship run behind him. For the entirety of his being Reality of Wrestling Champion, he has had to worry about the Heat in some form or another.
mean, even before he became champion, Brad, it's been almost a year since Edge Stone was a part of the team that ousted Booker T from Power here at the Reality of Wrestling.
It's definitely no coincidence that they've targeted Edge Stone, and like you said, Brad, he's ready to have this done. He was ready to have this done weeks ago.
Booker T pleading his case to the referee cover here. One and a kick out after one from Matty Ice, the challenger. You are right, it was almost a year ago at last year's Summer of Champions where Booker T was taken out of Power, but Kirby, in my estimation, it feels like Booker T is more powerful than he's ever been.
If I were to have just a quick say in that, it's almost like he's failing upwards. He had one bad moment, but he's found so much success from that moment ever since he got that manager's license.
And several careers have changed for the better. Starting out with Gaspar Hernandez, then going on to Matty Ice, Mysterious Q, and Promise Braxton.
Beautiful fall-away slam there from Edge Stone, as now Matty Ice could be just seconds away from losing this opportunity at the championship.
Edge Stone misses. And now Matty Ice sees an opportunity, going for a roll-up cover. 1, 2, gets counted out, gets hung up on that top turnbuckle.
Now look at Stone doing the exact same thing.
2.
Oh my.
Stone going for something. Oh, the second rope. Pays for his troubles. That's why they call it high risk.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now Matty Ice is in full control. As ladies and gentlemen, we got to take one more quick commercial break. But when we come back, more Reality of Wrestling Championship match for you.
Walker, Texas Ranger handles the bad guys with a roundhouse kick. I'm Jim Walker, Walker, Texas lawyer. I handle the insurance companies with a roundhouse kick to the wallet. If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, give me a call at 713-552-1117 or visit my website at walkertexaslawyer.com. You'll be glad you did. Why would you call anyone else?
Welcome back to our main event here on the Reality of Wrestling, already in progress. If you're just joining us, Matty Ice has been in the driver's seat for the last several minutes in this encounter. He is the challenger going against champion Edge Stone. Matty Ice in the white silvers trunks, Edge Stone in the black, and Booker T getting an advantage. You know, Edge Stone asked Abel Andrew Jackson to bar the heat from ringside. Abel obliged. He said, I cannot ban Booker T. He has a manager's license. He's allowed to be there. But this is what Edge Stone was worried about.
But somehow the champion is going to keep fighting. That is what makes him the champion. And he has been doing so for the last few months, ever since winning that championship.
Quick jab there to the eyes.
I think it was less of a jab and more of a thumb to the eye. A Booker T patented special, as we see now the cover.
2. Kick out at 2. Edge Stone, the champion, is in trouble. Remember, Edge Stone beat Mysterious Q, a member of the Heat, for the Reality of Wrestling Championship back at the Christmas Chaos. Has held that title now for several months.
And you got to think about it, Brad, is even if Edge Stone retains, what kind of shape is he going to be in going into Summer of Champions?
You're going to have to, yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, this has been a battle so far. You want to be as well rested as you possibly can. Big drop kick.
And big is an understatement. Edge Stone is a giant here. The body splash misses though, as Matty Ice saw it coming, and now connects with a neck breaker.
Wait a minute, Booker T saying pin him, go for the pin, go for the pin is what Booker's saying. He's going for a 1, 2, and did he get it? No. Big kick out there from Edge Stone.
And referee MJ Bell looking directly at Booker T when he holds up those 2.
Matty Ice doing a fantastic job here tonight of grounding the Reality of Wrestling champion Edge Stone. But now everybody here in the arena is starting to get behind the champion once again. And look at this, the power from Stone.
And look at that. Matty Ice, though, has him in a front guillotine. That big bicep of Matty Ice wearing down the champion. 36 times someone has been able to call themselves Reality of Wrestling champion. Matty Ice is looking to become number 37. Edge Stone trying to make sure that that reign lasts into the Summer of Champions and beyond. Main event, and I tell you what, it is living up to that billing.
Yes, indeed. And Row Nation willing Edge Stone.
And look at that, just going right back into it. Matty Ice is all business tonight, Kobe Carrion.
He wants to be the next Reality of Wrestling champion. And honestly, with the display of power, with the display of technique that he is showing us here tonight, I think he could just be seconds away. But I'm not going to count Stone out. I haven't in the past, and I'm not going to start now.
Right now, Edge Stone trying to get back to his feet. He's able to find himself to a vertical base.
This time he released a suplex.
And look at that, Matty Ice has felt every bit of that suplex.
It looks like it also took something out of Edge Stone as well. Unable to capitalize and go for a pin there.
Look at that, a big open palm slap, and there's a big clothesline, and the champion is feeling it. Back elbow. Oh! Side suplex. And Edge Stone just did a spin-a-rooney. Edge Stone just did a spin-a-rooney. And the ultimate insult to Booker T.
He's about to add
wait a
insult.
minute. Our referee has just been inadvertently hit by Matty Ice.
Oh no.
Cover here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you can count to 20 right now. Matty Ice is out. The referee is out, and you see Edge Stone. You see it just setting in, coming to the realization of what is going on.
Oh no.
Edge Stone should be walking into Summer of Champions 9 as the champion right now. But now he is trying to make sure that the referee comes to.
Stone, though, getting right back into gear. Oh, wait a minute. Booker T trying to trip him, but wait, Booker.
Oh, no.
He lands on his feet.
Oh, Booker.
Is he going to take Booker out? He's going to take Booker out.
Goodbye,
He's going to take Booker out. Wait a minute, Booker. Booker just grabbed the hammer we used to ring the bell off the timekeeper's table. Oh, not like this.
Oh, no.
Not like this. Matty Ice quickly taking advantage of an incapacitated Edge Stone. The Iceman cometh. Cover. 1, 2.
No.
3. No. No.
Booker T ringing the bell with authority.
Our winner and new Reality Wrestling champion, Matty Ice.
He did it. Booker's prophecy has been completed. And here come the Heat to celebrate the brand new Reality of Wrestling champion, Matty Ice. Every man who's won the last stand has gone on to become a champion, and Matty Ice can add his first name to that list thanks to the devil in all white. The Heat, the Five, are all champions walking into the Summer of Champions.
But wait a second!
Hold on. It's Sharmell.
Something tells me our night is not quite over.
Listen up. Although the referee's decision is final here at Reality of Wrestling, I'm calling for an immediate rematch.
Wait, what?
So at Summer of Champions, it's gonna be Matty Ice versus Edge Stone inside the steel cage.
Oh my gosh.
And as an extra layer of defense, I've called a special guest referee. Oh yeah, none other than Nick Patrick.
Oh wow, referee Nick Patrick.
What?
Well, we just have found out the main event of the Summer of Champions. Edge Stone, Matty Ice, inside the steel cage with Nick Patrick as the referee.
Talk about giant implications at the Summer of Champions. We are going to see a steel cage match, but for the first time ever with a special guest referee.
Nick Patrick, but the Heat nevertheless stand tall. They hold